Once again, I was wrong. I posted this video the other day performing what I thought was the original hack squat, and it turns out it's not completely correct. Let's take a look.
This is a really awkward way to do hack squats, but it's actually how they were originally performed by George Hackenschmidt. There's no huge benefit to this over a trap bar deadlift or squats. I just felt like doing something different. Next, we have reverse Nordics, which feel...
Alright, I mean, it should be pretty obvious if you look at it for more than the split second that I show it for. If you look at where George Hackenschmidt holds the barbell versus where I hold the barbell, there's a big difference there. Now you might be thinking that at a glance it looks similar, and in the past I have used this hack term to loosely refer to anything where you hold a barbell behind the back. But there is a big difference between the two exercises that's worth noting and discussing. Now, Mr. Atlas Power Shrugged came to the rescue here with a correction. Let's have a look at that.
So great message about the silliness of follow-along influencer workouts, but I got to correct the record on hack squats. This is how Hackenschmidt originally did them. Heels up the entire movement, hands clasped behind the back. Very challenging and very different from either a trap bar deadlift or regular squats. I'm not saying it's necessarily better, but it's different. Sometimes different can be better. Definitely worth trying. This is a very challenging movement. If you can do 135, I'll be very impressed. Great quads, but I'll be very impressed.
Alright, so technically speaking, what I was doing would be considered more of a reverse deadlift or a hack deadlift, or maybe even a barbell hack squat, but it's specifically not the original barbell hack squat as pioneered by George Hackenschmidt. Here's why the true hack squat, as shown here, is so good. First of all, the bar placement makes things so much more knee dominant as an exercise. By holding it behind the lower back as opposed to simply behind the legs, as I do in the hack deadlift, you increase the distance that the bar is from the knee in that bottom position. This increases the moment arm at the knee joint and the amount of forces that the muscles around the knee have to create in order to lift that weight. So while the hack deadlift that I posted, even with the heel elevation that I was using, is going to be a fair bit more quad dominant than a traditional flat-footed conventional deadlift, it's nowhere near as much as the true Hackenschmidt squat. Next, we need to look at the other huge factor here, the balance component from the stance. Because unless you have Play-Doh for connective tissue around your ankles, you're going to need to come up on your toes. This is similar to the frog stance that Vince Gironda would use on his version of machine hack squats, which he probably got from George Hackenschmidt as well. I'm not too sure. Now, not only does this make things a lot more challenging from an overall balance and coordination perspective, it further increases the challenge on the quads as it allows for the knees to push so much more forwards over the toes. Anyway, if you haven't tried either of these movements, they are well worth playing with. They look like random party tricks that serve no purpose, but I do believe that beyond the novelty factor, these exercises can play an accessory role for your more traditional lifts. For example, here is Lucas Aaron performing the reverse hack deadlift as a technique to help himself re-pattern his extension pattern in a deadlift. The reverse grip forced him to extend his knees a little bit later than normal, allowing him to more closely mimic how some big deadlifters naturally pull. And it seems to have paid off for him, which is really cool to see. I love to see the increasing popularity of some of these exercises that much of what we do today in the gym has been built upon. A lot of these exercises have been discarded from modern day lifting out of convenience and the fact that they're simply awkward and challenging to do. I think in some cases it's been in the pursuit of something that's maybe a little bit more optimal or easier to perform or more convenient, but without having a deeper understanding of what makes these exercises so great or the potential benefits to them, this can see us discarding these exercises because we don't fully understand them, not necessarily because they're less optimal in any way. And we could be losing out on a ton of potential benefits. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was something a little bit different from what I normally do on this channel, but if you want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comment section below and give me some suggestions on any exercise that you'd like me to review, both new and old. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for all of my programs, workouts, nutritional guidance, and more, check out GanbaruMethod.com using the link below for a no-obligation free trial to absolutely everything. You can also get yourself some training gear over from Ganbaru Culture to support this channel, and I'll see you all next time.